Engineering Associates, the Lower Box Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, and the ShopRite of Yardley. It's Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toter from a windy Pennsbury High School. And Cal, we got the 15-seed Falcons and the 18-seed Downingtown West Whippets. What are you looking for in today's matchup?
We're looking, for runners to get on base. You gotta get ahead early, and that's the big part of the game. And getting ahead early will definitely help propel this Pennsbury team to a win and a big playoff game today.
On the mound for the Falcons is Kylie Dressel. She's been this pitcher for the 11-8 Falcons all season behind head coach Frank McSherry, and leading off tonight for the Whippets is Casey McWilliams, their first baseman. As we are getting ready to get underway, Dressel winds, deals. The first pitch is just outside for ball one. Dressel's 1-0 is fouled away, and it's 1 strike. Whippets coming in at 13-7 behind head coach Joseph Germani. Their lineup goes Casey McWilliams, Ava Ricardo, Sammy Harple. Here's the 1-1 is just outside for ball two. Ava Kazmarski is the cleanup hitter. Lillian O'Loughlin bats fifth, batting sixth. Mackenzie Knowles. Kate Sarkowski bats seventh, batting eighth is Carly Swanson, and Audrey Clevenger rounds out the lineup. Pitch is low for ball three. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count here early for McWilliams.
Yeah, if you're Kylie, you want to try and get ahead here early on these hitters, but
ball is hit into right field, and it'll slice out of play, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dressel works her way back into the at-bat. We thank you for tuning into the Pennsbury Athletics Network here on this Monday afternoon. Had some technical difficulties getting set up, but we're rocking and rolling now. Full count pitch is outside for ball 4. First base runner of the day. And here's Ava Ricardo now. Kylie Dressel has started just about every game this year for the Falcons. First pitch is outside. Throw back to first, goes by the first baseman, Rittensbach. It's 1 ball and no strikes. As near disaster there for the Falcons in the first inning, but
yeah,
Morales in right field able to back it up.
Yeah, they got lucky there on that one. Just can't make those mistakes.
2 balls, no strikes here to Ricardo. Ricardo, the Downingtown West center fielder.
Yeah, if you're Kylie, you want to put one in the zone here and, get that first strike on this batter here. Down 2-0.
Dressel's pitch is in the dirt, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Some command issues for Dressel here early in this ball game. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch in there for a strike. I think Ricardo was taking a strike no matter what there, taking that pitch.
Yeah, 3-0, you don't want to swing at anything crappy. So
3-1 in there for a strike, and Dressel works her way back. It's a full count.
Yeah, Dressel's done a good job of battling back here in both counts, actually. But, you'd love to see an out here, maybe even a double play.
3 balls, 2 strikes for the second straight at bat. The pitch, swing and a miss. She got him.
Yeah, great job by Kylie there to be able to come back, get the strikeout from, down 3-0, and then coming back and able to get a strikeout. It's a big first out for the Falcons here.
Here is Sammy Harple, the designated player this afternoon as Addison Carter, the pitcher, doesn't hit. So that brings on Harple. Pitch to Harple is in there for strike one. First pitch strike there from Dressel.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see if you're Pennsbury there. A good first pitch strike by Kylie.
No balls and a strike. The pitch floated into right field, but it'll go foul, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, Kylie now 0-2. You want to try and get a strikeout here, get an out, but you don't want to avoid the zone. You want to attack, and try and get that second out.
Defense for the Falcons, of course. Kylie Dressel on the mound. Behind the plate is Ranello. Rittensbach at first. 0-2 is outside for ball one. Kira Hoffman at second. Liv Zerniak at shortstop. Cindy Kondravi at third base. Out in left field is Maddie Ruckel. Jenna Thompson in center, and Bella Morales in right field. Very junior-heavy lineup for the Falcons, just with the one senior who's on the mound. 1-2 was just fouled off. Nice piece there from Harple.
Yeah, Kylie throwing well here, and you want to, up 1-2 in this count. You want to try and get this out here and get a second out for the Falcons.
1-2. Popped into the air, left center field. Thompson under it. She's got it, makes the catch.
Yeah, great job there by Kylie to be able to get the second out there and create a routine fly ball.
2 outs, and it's Ava Kazmarski, the third baseman. Downingtown West got the leadoff walk, haven't been able to execute on it. And you see a lot of stolen bases as there's one. McWilliams takes off on the first pitch to throw down. She is safe. Close play at second.
Yeah, a good throw there, just, not able to get the runner, but that was exactly where you want the throw to be, and good steal.
It was a first pitch strike, so it is 0-1. Dressel's pitch, line down the hot corner and into left field. Rounding third, heading home is McWilliams. She's going to score on a late throw. It's an RBI double for Kazmarski, and Downingtown West goes on top 1-0.
Yeah, that ball was smoked, and a great hit there by Kazmarski to be able to get it down the third base line and get a double out of that, but tough start for the Falcons. Kylie's going to look to bounce back here with 2 outs and get that last out.
Kazmarski smoked that thing down the left field line, and it's an early start for the Whippets. Here's O'Loughlin now with a runner on second. The pitch she takes outside.
Yeah, if you're Kylie, you don't want to get down on yourself here. You want to try, you got 2 outs here. You got to get this last out and get the bats up and hopefully get that run back.
Dressel's 1-0 is taken for a strike. We're at a windy Pennsbury High School right now, and bear with the wind. Not as windy as that one baseball game we did, but still pretty windy. This one's lined into foul territory, heads up. And it's 1-2.
Yep, Kylie getting back into another 1-2 count here. You just gotta finish it and get that last out here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch popped in the infield. Hoffman under it, and the inning is over. So 1-0 Downingtown West at the end of the top of the first. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Falcons bats coming up. You are listening to the Pennsbury Athletics Network here live from Pennsbury High School.
Yeah, down 1 run here for the Falcons. You want to try and get this run back here. You want to start off with something good, and Downingtown West able to get a run, but you can definitely come back from that one. Just gotta get some good at bats, get some walks, get some hits, and get some runners on base, and hopefully get that run back.
1-0 Downingtown West. This is the Pennsbury Athletic Network, and we want to thank our sponsors, Phoenix Team Sports, Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Gemma Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Here is the starting lineup for the Pennsbury Falcons here in round number 1 of the PIAA 6A District 1 6A playoffs. Leading off is shortstop Liv Zerniak. Batting second, right fielder Bella Morales. Jenna Thompson bats third. Batting fourth is Aubrey Bedell. The freshman is the designated player. Playing first and batting fifth is Ryan Vittersbach. Cindy Kondravi bats sixth, the third baseman. Kira Hoffman, the second baseman, bats seventh. The catcher, Gian Ranello, bats eighth. And Maddie Ruckel rounds out the order, batting ninth. So here's the junior Zerniak. First pitch she sees is low for ball 1. On the mound for Downingtown West is Addison Carter. Carter's 1-0 is just high for ball 2.
Yeah, doing a good job here of getting up early here in the count and making the pitcher battle back.
2-0. Outside.
3 great takes there and 3-0 count, Maybe she can do some damage here. We'll see.
Three balls, no strikes. And the pitch. Ball 4. Leadoff walk on 4 pitches to Zerniak.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're the Falcons. Getting a leadoff walk there, and hopefully they can build off of that.
Yeah, I gotta work with it. And here's the slap hitter Morales. Both Zerniak and Morales been starting for the Falcons since they were freshmen. Now in their junior season. It's a bunt from Morales right in front of the mound. Throw to first is in time. Kazmensky came in to make the throw. Sacrifice is successful. And there's 1 out.
Yeah, a good play there, but good bunt by Bella Morales there, able to lay it down and move the runner over. Now that with the runner in scoring position, a hit can get him in here.
6-4 on the putout as second baseman McWilliams went over to cover the bag. And here is Purdue commit Jenna Thompson. Thompson's first pitch she sees is outside. Thompson's been a lethal power hitter for the Falcons this season. Looking to continue that into the postseason. This one's into left field, in for a base hit down the line. Zerniak held at third. First hit of the afternoon for the Falcons. And runners at the corners now for Bedell. We got an early meeting on the mound.
Yeah, Jenna Thompson doing a good job there of being able to slap the ball left field. Now you got first and third with only 1 out. You can definitely get something going here. You want to look for that tying run. Only the first inning, getting that run back would be pretty important. So
you always want to get that counter punch.
Yeah.
Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Turner here from Pennsbury High School. Here's Aubrey Bedell, one of the freshmen in this lineup, along with Gia Ranello and Ryan Vittersbach. junior and freshman heavy lineup. Puts the bunt sign down, and Thompson steals second. It is in there for strike one.
Yeah, nice play there by the Falcons coach to be able to, have the fake bunt and a free base at second. So now I got second and third with only one out.
0-1 is outside for ball one. Yeah, when you're dealing with Coach McSherry, who has been here for so long, I mean, we can't even put a number on it.
Yeah.
It has been a legacy of softball, and when you think of Pennsbury softball, you think of Coach McSherry. There's the ball outside.
Yeah, 100%. He has been here forever, and he's led a lot of great teams to a lot of playoff appearances, and here's another playoff appearance for the Falcons.
Falcons, although they always seem to be in this situation. Pitch is fouled back, and it's 2-2. He's produced some great talent as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now looking to win another state championship. Got to get this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Here in the first inning, 1-0 Downingtown West. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's the pitch, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the afternoon for Carter, and there's 2 outs.
Yeah, a good pitch there by Carter to be able to get the 4-hole hitter to get the strikeout, and now 2 outs for the Falcons. You just gotta get one to drop over the infield, or something you need this run back. So
here's Ryan Ritter's back. Falcon first baseman takes strike one. Falcons got runners on second and third. Prime opportunity here to drive in some runs here against Addison Carter. Carter's 1-0. Hit into shallow left center. It will drop in and out of the glove of O'Loughlin. 2-run score, and it's a 2-run single for Ritter's back. And just like that, the Falcons lead it 2-1.
That's exactly what you needed if you're the Falcons right there. And I said it, you just got to drop it in over the infield, and she did exactly that and brought home the 2 runs in scoring position. And now you got 2 outs with the runner on first. Maybe you can build off of this and hopefully get some more here. But got the lead, got that run back, got the lead, and you just got to keep going, just got to keep pushing.
Here's Sydney Condravy now, Falcon third baseman. First pitch to her is hit into a similar spot. Will this one fall? It's more straightaway center, and running in to make the catch is Ricardo, and the inning is over. Well, Falcons strike back and get 2 of their own from the 2-run single from Ryan Rittersbach in her first playoff moment with the Falcons. 2-1, Pennsbury leads. We'll be back for the second inning of play here from Pennsbury High School. Top of the second, 2-1 Falcons lead here from Pennsbury High School in round 1 of the District 1 6A softball playoffs. Whoever wins this game will take on the 2 seed, Council Rock South. It was originally on Wednesday, but due to the incoming weather, that game has been moved to tomorrow. So Falcons will be on the road from here on out. So final home game of the season, and we're happy to have it here on Pennsbury Athletics. And make sure to subscribe to Pennsbury Athletics and never miss any streams. We got baseball playoffs either on Tuesday or Wednesday, so you're not going to want to miss that game.
Definitely not.
Here's Dressel's first pitch of the inning, and it's in there for a strike. Fastball from Dressel on the 6-hole hitter, Mackenzie Knowles.
Yep, that's exactly what you want if you're Dressel able to get that first pitch in for a strike there, and he's got to build off of that.
Dressel's 0-1, swing and a miss.
Spot now. Come on, smart pitch here. 0-2.
Well, first time Dressel is someone 0-2 today. She already has a strikeout back in the first, and this one's popped up into right field over towards foul territory. Morales heading over, and it's out of play.
Good pitch. Good pitch.
Yeah, still 0-2 there for Dressel, and she's just gonna look to get this strikeout here. Maybe get her to chase, we'll see. But just need to get this out. First out here, big out.
Oh-2 pitch in the dirt. Dressel playing her final home game in the orange and black. Falcons in their all black uniforms that they always wear. Dressel's 1-2, grounded to second. Routine for Hoffman. And there's out number 1.
Yep, there's that first out that you're looking for, and you know, no runners on base here. You know, Kylie's just got to cruise along here and you know, try and get this next out. Lefty.
Kate Sarkowski now, left-handed hitter, the right fielder, up for Downingtown. Downingtown West in their blue jersey with some yellow piping with the white pants, high blue socks as there's ball 1. With West in block script across the chest number in the bottom corner of the jersey. Dressel's 1-0 is swung on and missed.
It's a good pitch there, down and away, making her chase. So
Falcons with the all black, orange and white piping and striping down the pants and along the middle of the jersey. Pennsbury script across. It's fouled off, 1-2. Started right on time today at 4 o'clock. Weather, it's a perfect day for softball, 71 degrees. Sunny with a little bit of wind, not many clouds in the sky either. A little bit of shadowing over the middle of the field. This one's lined right over the head of Zerniak. For Sarkowski, gets a single.
yeah, that's a good opposite field base hit for Sarkowski, and you know, now with 1 out, you got a runner on first here. If you're Pennsbury, you got to watch for the steal here. And
Carly Swanson up to bat, playing left field today. Dressel's pitch is grounded to second. Hoffman just slips it over to first. The fielder's choice moves the runner over to second.
now 2 outs for the Falcons. Kylie just needs to focus in on the batter and try and get this third out and get those bats back up.
Here's Audrey Clevenger. Ball 1 to Clevenger. Clevenger, the 9-hole hitter, rounding out this lineup for Downingtown West. Downingtown West they were at the top of the district last year, fell down towards the middle this season, grounded to third. Kadravy bobbles it, throws to first, and still in time they make the out.
Yeah, great job.
5-3 on the putout for out number 1.
Yeah, great job there by Kadravy to be able to stay with the ball there and get that out at first and get the bats back up for the Falcons.
Head to the bottom of the second, no runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base for the Whippets in their second inning. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank the following sponsors for their continued support: the Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. I just did that without looking at the paper.
Wow. Look at you. I mean, you have been doing this a while, so.
I have been reading the same piece of paper for
Hey, but still, it's pretty impressive.
a year or two now. But
Still pretty impressive.
Falcons will send Kira Hoffman, Gia Ranello, and Maddie Ruckel up to hit against Addison Carter, who fell into some trouble last inning with the 2-run double coming from for the 2-run single, from Rittersback. As that was the big cut of the game so far. As we are getting ready to go at the bottom of the second. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toter here on the Pennsbury Athletic Network. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
Got some more playoff coverage coming up. Volleyball team tonight in their district semifinal with a win. They will clinch states, and they will have a home game, hopefully bringing one of those to you.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, so we're not done yet, so make
No.
sure to stick around. So here's Hoffman. First pitch to her is hit foul over our heads and onto the JV field.
I gotta look out over here.
Yeah, if that's a little lower, that's coming right for our faces.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch is fouled, tipped back. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, Hoffman getting behind in the count here, but still got to battle back, and maybe you got a hit here. 0-2 count.
Hoffman takes ball 1 up.
That's a good take. That's a tempting one to swing at, but did not bite.
Yeah, she wanted it the whole way, but able to keep it in. Was the junior Hoffman playing second today. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Not a competitive pitch there, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Hoffman doing a great job of being able to battle back in this count here, and gonna look to get on base, start off the inning for the Falcons.
2-2 pitch to Hoffman, grounded to second. Having some trouble with it, but making the out is McWilliams, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that ball was hit really hard there by Hoffman, just not able to get through, bobbled by the second baseman, to able to stay with it and get the out.
Here's Gia Ranello with her first at-bat of the game. Hoffman going over some things with Ranello. Raniello, excuse me. Raniella. And Raniello. All right, getting some help from Coach McSherry. Swing and a miss for Raniello.
Yeah,
I was missing the I in the name.
it's all good. That happens.
And that's why we got Coach McSherry here.
Yeah,
He's not the third base
exactly.
coach. He's helping us out with pronunciations. Raniello is freshman catcher for the Falcons. Takes ball 1. One pitch. Line right at the second baseman, McWilliams.
Stay off up, Falcons. Stay off up.
2 outs now, both going to the credit of the second baseman, Casey McWilliams.
Yeah, and she's had a pretty busy inning over there at second base, and another lefty here. We'll see if she gets another one.
Slap hitter Maddie Ruckel takes strike 1. Wind blowing again, blowing my papers all over the place. You hear the chants from the Pennsbury dugout. Ruckel chops that one up near her head. Fouls it away.
Yeah, 0-2 count here. She's gonna look to battle back and get on base. 2 outs, 2-out rally maybe. We'll see, but got to start with getting on base.
0-2 pitch is fouled. Rolls right next to us. Falcons have their slap hitters batting 2nd and 9th in their lineup. 1-2. Ruckles slaps it again, but right into the ground foul. And as you can hear from the dugout, she stays alive with a 1-0-2 count.
Yeah, it's got some creative chants coming on.
Always the creative chance.
Yeah, lots of them.
And since we're right next to the dugout, you can hear him pretty clearly. 0-2 pitch over her head.
Stayed off the high one.
Stay off that hot cheese.
Yep.
One,
1-2. Low and outside.
Yeah, good take there by Ruckle on a pretty good pitch. Good take.
You heard that pretty clearly from the home plate umpire.
Yeah.
Everyone got pretty quiet. A lot of tents here. Pennsbury High School is the 1-2 and a swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for Carter. And we'll head to the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Score remains 2-1 from Pennsbury High School. This is the Pennsbury Athletic Network. Top of the third inning, 2-1. Pennsbury leads. Back to the top of the order. McWilliams walked her first time up, stole second, came around to score. She fouls the first one off.
Kylie getting ahead of in the count again. It's exactly what you like to see.
No balls, one strike. Dressel's pitch outside. One, smacked deep to right center field. Back is Thompson, and it is out of here. Leadoff home run for McWilliams. And we are tied back up at 2. Ball was smoked.
Yeah.
And just getting over the wall in right center. And it's a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, that was a rocket. And that ball was way over the fence there, and you know, Downingtown West getting their run back there in this top of the third. And you know, if you're Kylie, you don't want to get down here. You just want to keep pitching how you've been pitching, and you know, just keep rolling. But that was smoked.
Oh, it's 2-2 game once again. McWilliams with her second run scored. And Dressel now here against Ricardo. She fouls it back, and it's 1-1. Dressel left that homer just a little over the plate, and McWilliams did not miss it.
Nope.
One in there for a strike.
Good pitch there from Dressel, just able to find the zone there and gets back up in the count. 1-2.
There's some paint there from Kylie Dressel.
Yeah. Picasso.
Grounded to second. Hoffman to her right. There's out number 1 in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, good out there by Kylie, able to get that first out, and a good play by Hoffman to get the out at first.
Here's Harple. She takes strike 1. Harple flew out to center her first time up.
It seems like the ump is giving us that outside part of the zone, so if Kylie keeps throwing it there, she'll keep getting those calls.
Dressel's pitch outside, just a little too outside.
That one was a little too outside. Can't give her that one.
Yeah, definitely not going to get that call. One ball, one strike. Outside.
Can't give her that one either.
Yeah, Dressel's look like she's trying to exploit the outside part of the plate, trying to get that cheeky little part of the zone that is being allowed, but hooking it a little too far. 2-1. Another one outside. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yep, Kylie's got to battle back here and get this second out here, but down 3-1.
(3-1) to Harple. Ball 4. Just outside. And it's the second walk of the game for Dressel.
That was a good pitch there by Dressel. I thought she had that one, but it's a little outside according to the umpire. And now you got a runner on first you got to deal with.
Ava Kazmarski now at an RBI at the RBI double back in the first inning, which scored McWilliams. She takes strike 1.
Good pitch there by Dressel, able to get ahead early in the count.
Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Kazmarski.
0-2. Now, if you're Kylie, you can play with the outside part of the zone again a little bit here and maybe get her to chase.
0-2. Swing and a miss.
And she does the stack, getting her second out of the inning. And now you can just focus on the batter and hopefully get this third out.
Second strikeout of the day for Dressel. Here's O'Loughlin now. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that at bat from Dressel.
3 perfect pitches and 3 strikes.
First pitch is another swing and a miss now from that one from O'Loughlin, who flew out to Hoffman at second base in her first at bat back in the first inning to end the inning.
Yeah, starting off right where Kylie left off in that last at bat with another swinging strike there.
0-1. Popped it. That'll go into foul territory. Nobody there.
Nice pitch.
And it's 0-2. Time called by Coach Joseph Germani, going over some things with her hitter, with his hitter, excuse me. O'Loughlin will stick back in. And here's 0-2, grounded to short. Zerniak up with it, throws to first. And the inning is over. 6-3 on the putout. 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. The home run from McWilliams ties us up back at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, as the Falcons will bring up the top of the order in the 3rd inning. You are listening to the Pennsbury Athletic Network, Sponsored by the Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Gemadors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Small Orthodontists, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toter here from Pennsbury High School for round 1 of the District 1 6A softball playoffs. And we got the Pennsbury Falcons and the Downingtown West Whippets tied at 2. What is a whippet?
I don't know. I wonder what a.
They got
I
a
feel like
dog in their logo.
I feel like, I mean, it probably is a dog, but I feel like it could also be a snake. Let me.
You kind of remind me of a whippet.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Let me look it up. Whippet.
Anyway.
It's a dog breed resembling a small greyhound.
Oh, okay.
You want to see a picture? Hold on.
What is it?
That's a whippet.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen those before.
That's a skinny dog. That's a tall dog.
It's an interesting mascot.
Yeah,
I got a falcon in a fight over a whippet.
I do too. I 100% have falcon as well.
Their logo is cool though. They got the D with the whippet in the D.
Yeah, and it's and it's custom. It's not
It's not a Atlanta Falcon logo.
I'm not I like both logos. Can't.
Addison Carter back out there. Zerniak lines it into right field for a leadoff single.
Yep, it's exactly how you like to start if you are the Falcons. First pitch and a single from your leadoff hitter Zerniak, and good start for the Falcons in this inning.
Zerniak smoked that the opposite way.
Yeah.
And here's the slap hitter Morales. Zerniak walked her first time at bat. Morales had the sacrifice bunt. Morales held off the slap and takes a ball outside.
No, it's windy, but that baseball game was.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Remember everything? The field, the thing behind us.
Yeah, everything was like falling apart.
Yeah.
This one's bunted.
Wow.
Oh, what a catch at third! The diving Kazmensky. And Kazmensky avoids any sort of damage. And it's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, that was a great catch. The bunt a little high. Didn't get it on the ground like you would want it to, but great catch by the third baseman laying out, and nothing doing there for the Falcons.
Thompson takes a ball high as we try to survive the wind here.
It's like progressively getting worse.
Yeah, we had a good break.
Yeah.
Now it's not great again.
It's
One
really
ball,
good.
no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike at the letters.
There's a storm rolling in. I know there's supposed to be a lot of rain Wednesday in the later half of the week, but it's a little windy. But hey, wind doesn't hurt anybody.
It's hurting my ears through these mics.
True.
Pitch is low.
I think that one was a ball. What do you think?
Yeah, if you didn't see it, you definitely hear it.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike to Thompson. Here's the pitch. Takes another ball. Zerniak was edging for a stolen base, but didn't go. And it's 3-1.
Yeah, she has been hinting at that, at stealing that base a few times.
She's toying with it.
She is toying with it.
3-1. Hit into left, but foul.
The left fielder is really playing the line out there. She almost caught that one. That one was almost at the fence. Yeah, look how far over she is.
Yeah, she is literally playing down the line.
Yeah.
There's a ginormous gap in left center field.
Yeah.
Right center as well, as the center fielder kind of playing more towards left center. Pitch, that one is hit out of play. No chance at that one up towards the trees.
I see why she's playing the line now. I mean, that one was, both of those were both smoked down the left field line. If you're Jenny, you're gonna look to move that over and put that in the gap. And maybe even score a run here. But yeah, you definitely gotta shoot for the gaps here.
3-2, grounded to second. Past McWilliams. Zerniak's going to try for third. The throw is not in time. Thompson just stretches it out and gets a double. Zerniak goes first to third, and Thompson with the single, but advancing to second on the throw.
Yeah, that one was smoked and just got past McWilliams there, and Zerniak getting to third on a really good throw by the right fielder, actually. Just able to get here, and Thompson stretching it out and getting the double off of the throw, and that's exactly what we wanted from Pennsbury. You got only one out here, and runners second and third.
Bedell takes ball one inside. Thompson and Zerniak, both of their trips have reached second and third. This is the same situation we were in the first inning. And here is Bedell. She struck out back in the first. The 1-0 is grounded right back to the pitcher. Carter throws to first. 1-3 on the putout, the fielder's choice for out number 2. And here is Ryan Rittersback. She had the 2-run single back in the first, was scored both Zerniak and Thompson with 2 outs. See if we have the same situation, same exact storyline.
Maybe a little dink and dunk here.
Yeah, that one was blooped into left center. That one is hit foul into the JV field, or just in front of the JV field.
The tree almost caught that one.
No balls and a strike. Pitch.
Oh,
Hits her in the helmet.
wow.
Rittersback takes it off the dome, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, that one was a,
Well, that's certainly a way to eat it.
yeah. Literally almost ate it.
Yeah, basically, like towards it, right at the head.
Yeah.
And a quick mound visit from the third baseman. Kazmansky meets with Carter as the bases are juiced. Here for Sydney Kondravi.
2 outs here. You just gotta, you know, the left fielder's still playing the line. You still got a big gap out
Yeah,
there.
get that left center field, which is Kondravi can live there. She grounds it down to third base, and an easy play for Kazmensky to end the inning.
Yeah.
Carter escapes the bases loaded jam on the 5 unassisted, and the inning comes to an end.
Yeah, Falcons were hinting at, you know, little something there, little maybe a few runs, but you know, tough ground out there for Kondravi, and ends the Falcons inning. But top of the 4th, you just want to see Kylie go out there and get some outs here, and not give up any runs, get the Falcons back up to bat, and maybe get some runs there. But first, you got to start with defense here.
We're heading to the top of the 4th, tied up at 2 from Pennsbury High School. This is the Pennsbury Athletics Network. Downingtown West sending hitters 6, 7, and 8 up here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-2 game. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toter. Here from Pennsbury High School. Falcons had the bases loaded in their half of the 3rd inning, but unable to bring any runs home. And hopefully they'll have Dressel go back out there. Grounded to second. Tough play for Huffman, but she makes it look routine for out number 1.
Yeah, that ball was smoked, and great play there by Hoffman, able to get the first out on the first pitch of the inning. It's perfect, exactly what you want to see. And now here is the 7-hitter.
Here's Sarkowski. Fouls it over towards Dr. Sudholz behind us. He ducks out of the way instead of trying to make a play. Strike one. Fouled right back. 0-2.
Yeah, the 6 and 7 hitters both putting contact on the ball and the start of these at bats, and now Dressel up 0-2, looking to get the strikeout here.
And she's making quick work of these 6 and 7 hitters. Fouled back.
We're dragging it. Still 0-2 for Kylie here. Maybe you want to work with the outside part of the zone again here. Maybe you get a call or a chase.
0-2. Line into left center. It's going to drop. Ruckel cuts it off just in front of the wall, and it's a single for Sarkowski. Her second single of the ball game.
Yeah, good slap there by Sarkowski, but a good job of Ruckel being able to cut that one off and not let that one get any worse than it was. Only a single there, and Pennsbury with one out, still in good position here to get out of this inning without any runs.
Carly Swanson up to this. She takes strike one. Swanson grounded into a fielder's choice her last time up. The 8-hitter for Downingtown West. Dressel, her 0-1 is foul, 1-0, excuse me, is fouled back, and it's 1-1.
1-1 count here. He's just gonna look to get a ground ball here. Maybe a pop out. We'll see.
Popped in the infield over towards foul territory and just going out of play.
Thought that was about to hit it.
Rittersbach was over there. Yeah, there was someone over there. A fan not really moving.
No.
She was able to duck out of the way. Everyone's okay.
Yep. 1-2 count here for Dressel. Just looking to get this third strike here. Oh,
it's close.
Yeah. It's a good pitch, though. Good miss.
Raniella was flirting with a snapback throw at first, but held on to it. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Fouled right back. Staying alive is Swanson.
Yeah, this is a quality at bat for Swanson here.
A quab, if you will.
A quab, yes, a quab. And she's gonna look to get on base here, but an out here from Dressel would be amazing.
Hit into left field, back-to-back singles for Downingtown West. A good at-bat from Swanson, and she wins the battle with her first hit of the ball game. And Downingtown West has runners on first and second.
Yeah, it's a good pitch there by Dressel, but just unable to get the out there. And, you got first and second with an out here. If you're Pennsbury, got to be looking to get that ground ball.
Audrey Clevenger up to the dish. First pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. Popped to the right side, and it'll go out of play. A lot of foul balls for both sides. And you'll see that in softball, a lot of fighting it off.
Yeah, a lot of foul balls. A lot of foul balls over here, a lot of foul balls over there, a lot of foul balls everywhere. I mean, unless it's in the field of play, obviously, but.
There's another one to the right side, same spot. Oh, and it almost. Fan tried to make the catch, but kind of pulled away at the last second.
I thought he tried to, kick that. I don't know.
It was kind of a weird play.
Yeah.
There.
My I was watching my brother's game the other day, and I was standing up, and I was watching, and ball gets hit over to me, and I was like,
Tried to make a play?
I tried, and it went off my hand, and you know what? I saved the car though.
Okay, there you go.
And
Did it
you know,
hurt?
no, actually, it didn't hurt, but you know, I grabbed the ball, I ran over, dropped the ball, I got in the dugout, and then I came back, and you know, I heard a lady say to me, "Wow,
Oh,
you
just outside.
I heard a lady say to me, she was like, "Wow, you just saved my car. I'm so thankful." And I was like, "Of course, you know that's what I do. I save cars for a living."
She tip you?
I wish, but no tip. No tip for Cal Toter, but you know, I should have caught it. You know, I'm mad at myself. I played baseball for however many years, and I can't catch a baseball. So
With
pretty
the bare hand,
disappointing.
it's not easy.
It is not easy, but you know, I should still be able to catch it. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
You were
But
there.
I was there. I was there. Just missed it, but.
Clevenger works herself back in the count. Another quab. 3-2. Pitch from Dressel is hit into right field over Hoffman's head, and for a single. Station to station is Downingtown West, and the bases are loaded for the top of the order.
Yeah, that was that ball was smoked into right field there. You know, bases loaded here for the Downingtown West Whippets, and they are going to look to get a run here and take this lead. But I gotta say, great throw there by Bella Morales out in right field to hold the runner at third and not let anything happen here. You got one out if you're Pennsbury. You know, you got the force play at home. So if you're getting a ground ball in the infield, you're gonna be going home with this one.
Bases loaded. First pitch is low. McWilliams, just last inning, hit the game-tying home run. And coach going over something without the umpire, maybe for a courtesy runner. Yeah, it will be. Going over to run is Emma Lindros. Wonder if there's any relation to Eric. She's not wearing number 88.
So I would take a gander and I would say no.
Probably not.
But you never know. You know, you never know. Maybe Eric will
Maybe he's
spawn
here.
in here. Yeah, you never know.
One ball, one strike.
A wild Eric Lindros at the Downingtown
At
West.
Pennsbury High School.
I mean, hey, Troy Vincent went to school here, so you never know who could show up here.
1-1, just outside. Ball 2. Yeah, McWilliams hit a bomb. Her last at-bat over towards right center field. Now she's got the bases loaded, looking to do major damage in this tie ball game in the fourth. Takes ball 3 high.
If you are Dressel here, you cannot afford to give up a walk here and give up that run to give the Whippets the lead.
No, you absolutely cannot give up free runs, especially in the postseason.
But you also don't want to give up a grand slam, so.
Well, you don't want to give up any runs if you're
No.
being real. Here's one floated to shortstop. Zerniak
Wow.
dives and makes the catch.
What a catch by Zerniak there to be able to honestly save a run there. That ball was floated. There was in no man's land. Zerniak laying out and making a fantastic catch for out number 2. And now you got 2 outs and got force play at any base, and hopefully Pennsbury can get this final out, not give up any runs.
A big-time play from Zerniak, saving the run. And getting a big-time out against maybe the hardest hitter in the lineup. And now here's Ricardo, who takes ball 1. (1-0). Grounded to Zerniak. Has some trouble with it. Throws to first and gets the out.
Great back to
Zerniak saves a run twice and gets the Falcons out of the bases loaded jam.
Yeah, great back-to-back plays by Zerniak there. You know, fumble though in a little bit, but able to stay with it and make a quick throw over to first and get that third out for the Falcons. You know, the Whippets were flirting with that, with those, with the bases loaded jam with only 1 out, and the Falcons able to get out of it and not give up any runs.
We remain tied at 2. Falcons strand the runners. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd, and Downingtown West keeps them loaded in the top of the 4th. The Pennsbury Athletic Department will thank our sponsors for their continued support. The Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jambadores, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Medicare Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Falcons looking to do some work here. Untie this game in the bottom of the 4th. They'll send up Kira Hoffman, Gia Raniello, and Maddie Ruckel, the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup for their second at-bats of the game. We'll be back. Oh, no, we're going to stay with you. So we're just about getting underway.
Quick break there.
Fourth inning of work for Carter coming up. Outside of the 2 runs in the first, she's been magnificent. Had a tough 3rd, but kept them loaded. Got through the 7, 8, 9 hitters quite easily. Hoffman, she grounded out to second her last time up in the 2nd inning. And she'll take a ball just low.
I feel like the umpire now is not really giving either team that outside part of the plate anymore.
He must have heard. He guess he heard you. Talking a little too loud.
I'm talking a little. I gotta tone it down a little bit, you know.
Hoffman grounds it to short, just under the glove of O'Loughlin. And a base hit for Hoffman to start off the 4th.
Perfectly placed base hit for Kira Hoffman there, and right under the glove of the shortstop, and just like that, the Falcons have a runner with no outs.
Gia Raniello.
There it is, Raniello.
Falcon catcher up to bat. Hits it deep to right field, but it'll go out of play.
I think the wind took that one a little bit.
Definitely helped it.
Yeah. I don't think either way, I don't think it was going to stay fair, but it helped it out a lot. I think it might have stayed in the yard if there's no wind.
Falcon wind is whipping from left to right.
The wind is whipping the whippets.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, we got the whippets out here, and the wind is whipping. A lot of whips going on.
Whippy wind.
0-2. Just outside. Nice take from Raniello.
Down a ball?
We had a lot of songs for balls here.
Yeah, multiple. Star Wars there.
1-2. Just tap foul. Raniello stays alive.
So we got Star Wars, we got dogs. What's
Yeah,
next?
there's so many.
I can't keep track.
There's so many.
I cannot keep track.
1-2. Swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout of the afternoon for Carter.
That's that high stuff you want to try and lay off of, but that's just a tough pitch to lay off of, you know, coming from a guy who played baseball for a lot of his life. It's hard to lay off that high stuff, and, you know, not only 1 out for the Falcons, so.
Ruckel takes strike 1. Slapped to shortstop. O'Loughlin, just a late throw, and Ruckel beats it out. The speed from Ruckel on the slap
Yeah.
gets her a single.
Yeah, it's a tough play for the shortstop there, trying to make it almost like a Derek Jeter type play there. But, you know, that was a lot of speed there from Maddie Ruckel, able to get to first, and only 1 out with first and second here with top of the order up to bat.
Zerniak has her 3rd at bat. She'll take ball 1. She singled in her last time up wasn't able to score, got stranded at third. Zerniak committed to Westchester earlier this year to continue her softball career. A lot of Pennsbury kind of feeds to Westchester, and she joins the softball squad over there, committing as the junior. It's 2-0 now.
Westchester is almost like a Pennsbury 2.0.
A lot of Pennsbury feeds Westchester.
Yes.
The Rams.
Yep.
2-0. Up and out. In Zerniak's first at-bat, she was walked on 4 pitches. Second one, stole just 1 pitch and hit it for a single. And now she's seen 3 straight balls once again. 3-0. In there for a strike.
And she was never going to swing at that one. 3-0. Taking that all the way. And now she's looking to get a base hit here and maybe get a runner in.
Zerniak lines it into center field for a hit. Hoffman is going to be held at third, and the Falcons, for the second straight inning, have the bases loaded.
Yeah, that ball was smoked by Zerniak there, able to get that one down and get bases loaded here for the Falcons with only 1 out.
And this is someone you definitely want to have up with the bases loaded. Bella Morales meeting at the mound for the Whippets.
Another mound meeting.
Morales, slap hitter, will try and slap some home.
Slap a few runs on the board.
Yeah. 2-2 your score. Falcons left the bases loaded in the bottom of the third. Whippets left them loaded in the top of the fourth, and now they're loaded again. And hopefully something will change here.
Maybe the Falcons can get a few runs here.
Morales lined out to second her last time up. She'll slap it down the line, and a nice play, but the ball goes out of the glove of Clevenger at home, and the Falcons take the lead.
There you go. That ball was smoked down the third baseline, and that ball was good play there by the third baseman, able to knock the ball down, but with a fast runner there on third, just not able to get the out at home because of the drop ball by the catcher.
Might be arguing some interference by the runner. It'll be a single for Morales and an error on the score for Hoffman. So no RBI.
We'll see what happens here.
And now they're going to talk about it, see if there was any sort of runner interference by Hoffman on the way home.
I don't know. I mean, if you're Hoffman, that's a tough one to get around because that ball is smoked, and I don't know. Let's see what they call here.
No change, it looks like.
Yep.
So the run will stay on the board, 3-2. Morales with a hard slap down the line gives the Falcons the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Bases remain loaded. Falcons just went station to station, and Jenna Thompson, she already has a grand slam this season. She'll have to add on another one.
Yeah, grand slam here would be pretty sweet.
Takes strike one. Just pretty sweet. Wouldn't it be electric or anything else?
I think it would be.
I think it'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it would be electric. Let me think of some other words. I think it would be pretty extravagant.
0-1. Oh, off speed. Disgusting there from Carter.
Yeah, that was
for strike two.
That was nasty. That was gross. That was
Filth.
great pitch. That was filthy. I was any I don't know. That was just great pitch.
0-2 to Thompson. Fouls it off.
That one,
Thompson able to get a piece of it.
if that one comes at me, I don't know if I'm getting out of the way of that one.
Ball was smoked right back.
Yeah. Surprised it didn't go through the fence, honestly.
0-2. Carter winds, deals the pitch, swing and a miss. She got him. 4th strikeout, 2nd of the inning for Carter, and it's the 2nd out of the bottom of the 4th.
Yep, and now 2 outs for the Falcons, but they were able to get 1 run on the board there on the hit by
Bases loaded.
Bella Morales.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's Audrey Bedell, and she lines it into left center field. It'll drop and roll to the wall. 2-run score, rounding third, heading home is Morales, and it's a bases clearing double for Aubrey Bedell. Falcons jump out. It's 6-2.
They finally got one in that left center gap. We've been talking about it all game. That left fielder has been playing the line the whole game. We've been talking about it, and they finally got one into that left center gap. And now that slaps 4 runs on the board in this inning for the Falcons, and all just like that, up 6-2 on the Whippets.
Finally, the big breakout for the Falcons, and they had the bases loaded twice, and they're able to clear them. Here in the 4th is there's strike 1 to Rittersbach.
In the postseason, that's exactly what you want to see from your hitters.
Oh, 1. Down for a ball.
Good take there. That's also a pitch as a hitter that you'd like to swing at, but really good take there. And 1-1 count here. Anything can happen.
Carter wides, deals the pitch outside.
The umpire is just not giving anybody that outside pitch again anymore. But saw it a few times in the earlier innings, but nothing doing anymore.
Two one. Smoked up the middle for a hit. Rounding third. Being held at third, but getting to second on the throw is Rittersbach, and the Falcons continue to cook. Runners on second and third now on the double from Rittersbach.
Yeah, they are cooking, and they're throwing some runs up on the board here, and they are flirting with some more again. And, 6-2 ball game, and, a few more runs here could be a determining factor in this ball game.
Looks like we're going to have presumably a pitching change as things being gone over with the umpire. And in the pitch is Kiri Wiedner. Or I guess Widener.
Wiedner. I don't know. I think it might be Widener. I don't know. I don't know, Jim. What do you think? I think it's.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Wiedner.
Wiedner. All right.
So it's 3 2/3 for Addison Carter, who allows 6 runs, 5 of them earned. And she was having a pretty good day, fell into a little bit of trouble in the first. 1, 2, 3 in the second. Had the bases loaded in the third, but was able to get out of it, and then just Falcons explode for 4 here in the 4th.
Yeah.
Knocks her out of the game.
Yep, and getting bases loaded and getting those runs on the board will help that. And 6-2 lead here. If you're Pennsbury, you don't want to stay content. You want to keep your foot on the gas and score some more runs here. You have second and third here with 2 outs. A ball in the outfield scores both of them. And if you're Pennsbury, you want those runs, especially in the postseason.
9th batter up to the plate in the inning. It's Sidney Condravy. Here's Kiri Widener's first pitch is swung on and missed by Condravy. Condravy ended the Falcons' rally in the 3rd with the hard ground out to 3rd, with the nice play by Kazminski. Condravy fouls it into the trees behind home plate, and she's down 0-2.
Up, team up. Up.
Takes ball 1.
Good take there. That's the what intro is that? I know that
20th century.
20th century.
Fox.
Yes, Fox.
Condravy swings and gets a piece of it for a foul tip.
A good job by there of Condravy to get a piece of that one and stay alive. So they have Star Wars, they have dogs, and they have the 20th Century Fox.
1-2 pitch. Condravy takes high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fighting and staying alive in this at bat. Was down 0-2, fighting her way back into it. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again.
Another quad here for the Falcons and for Condravy. And 2-2 count, 6-2 ball game with 2 runners in scoring position. I'm going to try and put this one in play. You know, when you put the ball in play, good things happen.
Condravy grounds it foul. Stays alive.
Ump almost made a good play there.
In this 4th inning, it started off base hit from Hoffman, a single from Ruckel. Zerniak had another single, got the bases loaded. Bell Morales with the RBI, brought in the runner as that one bounces for ball 3. Full count now. Aubrey Bedell with the big one, bases clearing double, which scored 3. Rittersbach answered right back with a double, and that's where we stand with runners on 2nd and 3rd now. With Condravy, have a full count. The 3-2 popped into left field. It's not deep. Coming in is Swanson. She makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. What an inning for the Falcons. 4 runs on 6 hits. 2 left on. But Falcons jump out on top 6-2. We'll be back for the 5th here in the Pennsbury Athletic. Top of the 5th, Falcons lead 6-2. Kylie Dressel, she was sitting for a while, but she's back out there in the top of the 5th. Harpo leads us off. First pitch is lined into center, and it's a good answer back for Downingtown West to start the inning, and it's a base hit.
Falcons were calling, and the Whippets answered with a single into center field. And, you know, if you're Dressel, you don't want to get down on this. You just want to keep your head up and get the first out here.
Kazmarski now struck out her last time up, doubled back in the first. She is 1 for 2. This one's popped into foul territory. It'll go out of play up near the trees, bouncing around in the tree. Strike 1. One pitch. Tipped into the glove for strike 2.
Yeah, 0-2 here for Dressel. You don't want to nibble, you want to attack here.
Popped into the air. Second base. Hoffman runs over to her left, over towards first, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Great job by Hoffman there. Wind was making that one go every which way, but she was able to stick with it.
Yeah, and a great job of being able to get that first out for the Falcons. And, you know, 6-2 ball game. Got to keep that foot on the gas, and you got to make those plays.
Dressel's first pitch to O'Loughlin is fouled straight back, 0-1. Again, this is the first round of the District 1 6A softball playoff in the PIAA. Winner of this game takes on Council Rock South tomorrow at South. Pitch outside.
Back-to-back days.
Well, the game was originally scheduled for Wednesday, but if you look at the weather for Wednesday, it's not looking too good for any sort of outdoor activity, which is caused the game to be moved to Tuesday.
I mean,
and it's low for ball.
I mean, you can jump in puddles. That's an outdoor activity.
You can jump in the puddle, Cal.
I mean,
with your water shoes and your bathing suit.
I don't know. We'll see.
O'Loughlin steps out.
But I mean, you can't say every activity. Got one.
2 balls and a strike. Dressel winds, deals the pitch, is fouled.
I got it. Never mind.
Into the JV field. 2-2.
Kylie doing a good job here of battling back, and 2-2 count here. Just looking to get this second out.
Line foul. Almost took someone's head out.
Good thing it did not. That wouldn't have been good.
No. O'Loughlin stays alive against Kylie Dressel. Dressel winds, pitches, is grounded. Zerniak to her right. Nice play. Throw to first is in time. Nice play from Liv Zerniak for out number 2.
Beautiful play there by Zerniak, able to get that second out of the inning for the Falcons, and now you can just focus on the batter here, and that was just phenomenal. She's had a lot of great plays today. She's had a great game, a lot of hits, walks, great plays over at shortstop.
2 outs, and here is Mackenzie Knowles. Knowles is 0 for 2 today, grounding out to second in both at-bats. Just takes strike 1.
Good job by Dressel there, getting ahead in the count.
Popped to third. Zerniak calls off Kondravi, and the inning is over.
Nice pitch, Kylie.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. in the easy inning for Dressel. As we move on to the bottom of the 5th, Falcons still lead it 6-2. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for their continued support. The Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. You are live on the Pennsbury Athletic Network. Make sure to like and subscribe here to the YouTube channel so you never miss any Pennsbury Athletic action. We are staying in this area, in this complex, but we'll be a little bit of a walkover, skip, hop, and what is it? Skip, hop, and jump over to the Vic.
I'll skip. I like
You're gonna skip?
skipping.
Yeah, you sure do like to skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have round 2 of the District 1 6A baseball playoff. Pennsbury Falcon baseball squad taking on the winner of Conestoga and Lower Marion either tomorrow or Wednesday. No matter what the day is, it'll be live here on the Athletic Network, so you definitely do not want to miss that one. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's supposed to rain Wednesday, so game could be moved to Tuesday. No official word just yet, which has me thinking they're going to try and shoot for Wednesday, if not Thursday. But it's supposed to rain Thursday, too.
It's supposed to rain Wednesday,
and they got to stay on
Thursday.
schedule.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting what they do here.
They're practicing over there on the field, though, getting prepped.
So the Falcons, they need to win 3 games. The softball team needs 3 wins to advance to states. Is getting to the quarterfinal. We'll do that for you. First pitch to Hoffman is fouled back. Hoffman led off last inning with the single. They even do the Falcon flap.
That's an OG chant.
Oh, Hoffman hit in the back.
That hurts.
Yeah, you can hear the thump.
Yeah.
Second hit batsman for Pennsbury, and she'll take first base.
Yeah, that's a tough one to take right there, right square in the middle of the back. That one stings. That'll be bruised.
Yeah, you got the elbow guard and the shin guard, but there ain't nothing protecting your back.
No.
She'll tough it out at first. She is a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 5th once again.
Yep, and that's exactly what you want if you are the Falcons. As many base runners as possible.
Gia Radiello up to bat. Struck out her last at bat. She's 0 for 2 today. Radiello swings through the first one. Wiedner's 0-1 is fouled. And it's 0-2. Wiedner out for her second inning of work. Came in to finish off the 4th inning. Coming in relief for Addison Carter, who started the game. She could not get out of the 4th. 0-2. Chop to third. In play. Throw to first is in time from Kazmensky.
And that was a good play by the third baseman there, able to get the out at first. But great job there by Raniello to move the runner over to second and get a runner in scoring position for Ruckel here.
Falcons, for the 4th time in the last 5 innings, have a runner in scoring position, which is all but the second. First pitch is outside. Low-flying military plane going over our heads.
Yeah. That's cool. You don't see those very often.
1-0, Ruckel chases. 1-1. Ruckle showed bunt, pulled back. And it's 2-1. Scoreboard here says 1-1.
I think it's 2-1.
Yeah, that's wrong. Two-one. Ruckle flails at another one. And it's 2-2. 2-2. Takes, and it's a full count.
Yeah, 3-2 count here. You want to look to get on base, whether it's a walk, whether it's a hit. But with the runner on second, a hit would be preferred.
Full count pitch, chopped at foul. Coach McSherry saying keeping that front shoulder in.
And stay off the high pitches.
Yeah.
Saying
Well, that's
that
a
all
given.
day. Yeah.
3-2. Kept the shoulder in for ball 4.
Yeah, great take there by Ruckle. And getting on base there, first and second, with no outs for the Falcons.
That's a good at-bat there from Ruckle, working the walk, and back to the top of the order. It's Zerniak, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles and a walk, has scored twice. First pitch to her is outside.
I think there's one out, actually.
Yeah.
Randy Yellow.
What did I say, no outs?
I said 0. That's my fault.
Zerniak fouls it off. One outside.
No, just a little outside.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside.
Wiedner's 2-1. Smoked down the third base line and through the legs of Kazmensky. And for the third straight inning, the Falcons have the bases loaded.
That ball was shot out of a cannon. That ball is a tough one to field at the hot corner. It's called the hot corner for a reason. And you know, bases loaded once again for the Falcons. I think that's 3 straight innings they've had bases loaded.
I'm going to put that down as an error.
I'd say so. I mean, the ball was hit hard, but she got a glove on it. That's an error.
Glove was on it, tipped off the glove over towards the fence.
That's an error if I've ever seen one. But
You know, with the
still a tough play to make.
with the scoring that has been going on in Major League Baseball recently, that's probably a base hit. But this is softball. It's a little different.
This is high school softball. Just a tad different, you know.
So Morales is up for the second straight inning, and she brought in a run, but the bases loaded on a single. Scored on an error at the plate. So 2 errors for Downingtown West in this ball game. And Morales looks to drive in another one. Her first swing is fouled off.
She's trying to slap on a few more runs here.
She
Falcons.
slapped one in last time, and
See if she can slap
she's trying
another.
to slap some more, slapping them around. Oh, 1 to Morales, swing and a miss. Oh, 2. Takes ball 1.
Yeah, good take. Good take there by Morales.
Thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
They
Oh,
say that,
that's
but
the wrong one. That's sorry. That's that's wrong.
that one way over the head of Morales and bounces off the backstop. Favorable bounce for the Whippets.
Often thinking about going home there on that one. Made the Whippets think.
Two.
Saying is great minds think alike.
There you go. Did you look that one up?
No.
2-2. Morales slaps it up the middle for a base hit. Luckel will score. It's a 2-run single for Morales, and it is 8-2.
And the Falcons are putting on a show here against the Whippets. And 8-2 ball game here now with the Falcons tacking on 2 more. With runners on first and second, only 1 out still.
Can never have enough insurance.
No, never.
And since it is the 5th inning, I believe if the Falcons go up 10, this game is over.
Really?
I believe.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah.
We play 6 in high school softball. 1-0 count there to Thompson.
Yeah, you know, you 6 in softball, 7 in baseball. A little different.
1-0 to Thompson. Swing and a miss. Thompson is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles along with a stolen base. Scored back in the first.
Ooh.
Takes ball 2.
No, looked like a good one. But better take there.
2-1. Big swing and a miss. Some speed there from Wiedner. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a big hack at that one.
Daddy hack from Thompson. JT. That's just called him dugout.
JT.
2-2. Fouled over towards us, and a nice catch from Kazmensky in foul territory. Second out of the inning. No runners advance.
Thought that one was going to get out of play, but had just enough spin on it to keep it in play, and third baseman makes a clean catch over there. Over near us.
Here's Aubrey Bedell, had a big 3-run double just an inning ago. She skips over ball 1.
Let's hope she can do more of the same with that still huge gap out there in left center. I mean, that I feel like the left fielder moves over closer and closer to the line every single inning. I don't know if that's just me, but.
Another one inside and down towards the toes, 2-0.
It's weird because the right fielder is almost playing in like center field. The right fielder is not really close to the line.
Yeah, right fielder is kind of straight away right, center field and left center, and then the left fielder down the line. They seem to have been in that kind of spot all afternoon, and left fielder Swanson is Cal suspecting she's moving closer and closer to the left.
I don't know. This is what it looks like.
3-0 in there for strike 1.
Yeah, both teams have been taking 3-0 all day and don't expect a swing there, so just throw one right down the middle if you're a Wiedner.
8-2 the score, bottom of the 5th here in round 1 of the district playoffs. This one blooped into right field, caught by Sarkowski for the 3rd out of the inning.
Right field in perfect position there to get the out, and top of the 6th here, 3 outs from whoever's pitching, if it's Dressel or if it's...
Yeah, I believe we may have a change. No.
Doesn't look like it.
All right, Dressel going out. Falcons looking to end it here at Pennsbury High School and advance to round 2 of the PIAA District 1 6A softball playoffs. We'll be back for the top of the 6th after this. Top of the 6th. Falcons are 6 outs away from moving on to the second round. His first pitch is popped into center. Coming in is Ruckel in left field. She makes the catch. Ball started in started in center. Wind took it to left, and there's out number 1.
Yeah, the wind helped the Falcons there on that one. Quick first out. It's happened a few times today.
Kylie Dressel out there for her 6th inning of work. Hasn't thrown a ton of pitches either. Here's Swanson. She'll take ball 1 that bounces in front.
Umpire took a hard one to the left hand there, left arm. It stings on a windy day like today. Not cold, but windy.
Yeah, sun kind of in the clouds now a little bit. So it's a little chilly now.
Yeah. Falcons aren't chilly though.
1-0. Dressel's pitch.
Oh, looks like a good one. Good pitch there. Just a little bit off, according to the home plate umpire. There it is.
For a strike. Two-one. Hit to Contravian. She leaps up and makes the catch.
Quick 2 outs for the Falcons there. That's exactly what you like to see.
Here's Clevenger. 1 for 2 today. Singled her last time up. Now she lines it deep to center, but Thompson is there right in front of the wall for the 3rd out of the inning. An easy 1-2-3 inning. Just 5 pitches thrown from Dressel, and the Falcons 3 outs away from moving on to the second round of the district playoffs here at Pennsbury High School. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors for their continued support of Pennsbury Athletics. Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Gemadors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, the ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Falcons 8. Downingtown West. Whippets 2. As Falcons looking to tack some more on as Wiedner goes back out there for what could be the final defensive inning of the year for Downingtown West. Pennsbury will send Ryan Rittersbach up to the plate to lead off. She'll be followed by Sydney Contravian and Kira Hoffman. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Ben Goldstein alongside Cal Toda in the Pennsbury Athletic Department. Again, we got more playoff action coming up, so don't go anywhere. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, along with following Pennsbury Athletics on all social medias. Incredible photography by our crew, along with post-making and live updates on all the games and events going on with the Falcons, so stay up to date. Cal, you only got a few broadcasts left.
I know. It's sad. It's coming to an end. But, you know, ends create new beginnings. So I'm excited for my future. But, you know, it has been a pleasure. I I thought the third base coach just got tossed, but they were just talking. Umpire, third base coach. Anyway, it has been a pleasure to broadcast alongside you, Ben Goldstein, and anyone else I have broadcasted with. But it has been a fun ride. But we still got more games to go.
Still got more to go.
We still got more to go. So cannot get all.
This
down.
one's lined into left field for a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, can't get all down now. We still got a few more playoff games to broadcast.
Yeah, we ain't done. I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell either. You hear a bell? No.
I didn't hear no bell.
No.
Falcons have had a leadoff base runner in their last. So here's 1, 2, 3. So in 4 of the 5 offensive innings, the Falcons have had a leadoff base runner, and we're going to have a courtesy runner here. Going out to run is, I believe, that's Olivia Klump out there first running.
Correct.
Okay. So Klump courtesy running for Rittersbach. Condravy smacks it up the middle off the glove of O'Loughlin. And it's a base hit for Condravy. Her first of the ball game. Is that an error?
You know, that's a tough play for the shortstop there. You got to move to your left, but still hit her glove. But like, we don't want to be the hardest scorekeepers, you know.
That's an error.
But I think it's an error.
Runners on first and second for the Falcons. Hoffman lays down a bunt, but it goes foul. Strike 1. I'm a tough scorer.
No, that's a good thing though. You know, you gotta have tough scores in this day and age. With
You gotta be real.
You gotta be real. Exactly. You know, and MLB.
You know what? I think a great job would be to be an official scorer in like the MLB. Like you're just like
Yeah.
up there just scoring a game. You know?
Yeah, that would be pretty fun. I wonder how much they get paid doing that. But there's a lot of pressure on you too. Because imagine you get one wrong and then you just get a bunch of.
But just don't get it wrong. Like you know what, everyone knows what an error is.
Everybody does know what an error is, but there's still controversial calls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why scorekeepers nowadays are giving out more hits, because they don't want to. They don't want to give out a controversial call that turns out being a hit, even though that they say was a hit, even though it was an error, or they say it was an error, even though it was a hit. So they're just leaning more towards giving the hitter the benefit of the doubt rather than the fielder. But
2-2 to Hoffman. Wiedner deals, and it's fouled off again.
Another one.
Fouled off the last 2 Hoffman has into the JV field. No JV action today as we enter the postseason.
So
Hoffman takes one outside, and she works the full count.
So JV does not have playoffs then.
Correct.
All right.
I don't think any sport JV has playoffs.
Yeah, all I know is volleyball had like a JV tournament or something to like end off their season, but
Ball 4 to Hoffman, and for the 4th straight inning, the bases are loaded.
4th straight inning. Ben, this has been something today. 4 straight innings, bases loaded. Is this the first inning though that they had bases loaded with no outs? I think it might be their first inning.
Yes.
Yes, because the last inning we got bases loaded with 1 out.
And then the inning before that started with an out.
Yep.
Here's Raniello. Swings at strike 1.
A lot of dust kicking up because of this wind.
Ball went outside. Falcons with a big opportunity here to add on.
It's a massive opportunity here.
Raniello takes ball 2 low. Over kicked away from Clevenger.
2-1 count here. If you're Raniello, you got to look for that pitch. Your pitch here. Got to put the ball in play.
Swings through it.
Good
Strike
pitch.
2.
It's a good pitch.
Right down the chute.
Yeah. Some movement on that too. Tough one to hit if you're Raniello.
2-2 pitch. Foul tip. Staying alive is Raniello.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Gia Raniello, one of the 3 freshmen in this lineup. It's Aubrey Bedell, along with Ryan Rittersbach, and Gia Raniello, along with everyone else in that lineup as juniors. This one's blooped into right field for a base hit. 2 runs will score. And advancing to second on the throw is Raniello. It's a 2-run single, and it's 10-2.
There it is. Another base hit for the Falcons. And some great base running there by Raniello to move up to second base. And, you know, second and third again with no outs still. And you got the slap hitter up. Looking to do some more damage here. So, if they get 2 more here, they score these next 2 runners.
The game should be over. Pinch runner going out to second for Raniello. And the roster we were provided does not have numbers on it. And so it is really an unfortunate situation because we don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Ball 1 to Ruckel. She slaps it down the line. Throw home. She is out at home. Hoffman thought she was safe. Advancing to third on the play is Raniello. Ruckel reaches on the fielder's choice. So out number 1 there, as now runners on the corners. First pitch to Zerniak is lined up the middle for a hit. It'll bring home a run. Zerniak's great day at the plate continues. And that's her first RBI of the afternoon.
Yeah, she has had a phenomenal day at the plate and in the field. All over the field and making some good plays and having some good hits. 3 singles on the day for her and a walk on base 4 times. Just a great day for her.
Callie Surface was the pitch runner. She came home and scored on the Zerniak base hit. Here's Morales now. The 2-run single her last time at bat, which was just an inning ago. She is 2 for 3 today with a sacrifice. That one slapped to third. Gets by the third baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. No chance for O'Loughlin. And the bases are loaded again. This time for Jenna Thompson.
Perfect slap hit there for Morales. And you know, bases loaded once again with only 1 out here. And the Falcons are flirting with another run. And another run should be the winning run. So bases loaded here.
Falcons doing a lot of flirting today.
Yeah. A lot of fighting, a lot of flirting, a lot of base running, a lot of fielding, a lot of pitching,
A lot of baseball.
a lot of scoring.
Softball, excuse me. A lot of softball.
A lot of softball, a lot of scoring.
A lot of softball. 11-2 is the score. Falcons, they should be 1 run away from winning, if my guess is correct. I haven't done
We think.
a softball game all year, so I'm not exactly caught up on the mercy rules. But anyway,
If there's mercy rules.
Jenna Thompson up to the dish. Thompson 2 for 3 today. She fouls one straight back.
There goes another warplane. It's already gone, but I just saw it go by. It's 2 of them.
They want to catch some Pennsbury softball, I guess.
I guess so.
0-1 is fouled. And it's 0-2. One out in the inning. Bases loaded. 11-2 in the 6th. Thompson fouls it off again. Stays alive. Still 0-2.
Bases loaded. Pitcher's nightmare. Batter's dream. Yeah, I would say the chant, but I'm a little. I'm out. I'm retired, so I'm done with those chants.
0-2 pitch to Thompson is just outside. Nice eye there from Thompson.
It's been since Little League since I've done those chants, so I'm not gonna bring them back out, especially not on the broadcast.
1-2.
Oh,
Crushed deep to left field. Back goes. It was Swanson. She's able to make the catch coming home, and scoring is Ruckel. And that will do it. Sacrifice fly from Jenna Thompson ends it. And our calculations were correct, as the Falcons win it in mercy fashion. 12-2 the final. Here from Pennsbury High School, the Falcons will move on, and they will go to the 15 seed Pennsbury will go to the 2 seed Council Rock South tomorrow afternoon for round 2 of the District 1 6A softball playoffs. And what a great day at the plate for the Falcons and Kylie Dressel on the mound, and great day overall for the Falcons as they take round 1 of the postseason.
yeah, great day overall. Great fielding, great pitching by Kylie Dressel. Complete game for her. And great hitting, especially putting up 12 runs on the board. 10 of those coming in the last 3 innings. So that's pretty impressive from the Falcons. And, I got to shout out Liv Zerniak. Great game from her. 3 singles, a walk, and some phenomenal plays in the field. And just a great game for the Falcons. And they will be moving on to play tomorrow in a big game once again.
Yeah, big one up at Council Rock South. Falcons advancing to 12-8 on the season, while Downingtown West, their season ends as they go 13-8 on the year. The Pennsbury Athletic Department would like to thank our sponsors once again for their continued support. The Chick-fil-A on Oxford Valley Road, Jammer Doors, Jones Engineering Associates, the Lower Bucks Hospital, Manor Care Health Services of Yardley, Pennsylvania, My Smile Orthodontist, the Newtown Dentistry for Kids, Retro Fitness, ShopRite of Yardley, and the U.S. Navy. Once again from Pennsbury High School, it's the Pennsbury Falcons 12 and the Downingtown West Whippets 2 in a mercy roll final here from Pennsbury. Ben Goldstein and Cal Toter signing off. Falcons will pick it up tomorrow afternoon. Have a good rest of your day.
Go Falcons.